WO News at 11.
We've done a pretty good job, and knock on wood, we haven't had it here before, so it can happen.
After swine flu strikes Indiana for the first time in years, organizers of the state fair are taking extra precautions. We'll tell you what they are doing coming up. And new developments in a Terre Haute arson investigation as police now have a suspect in custody.
I believe in right and wrong, but I also don't believe in the lynch mob.
Plus, new developments in the scandal surrounding Indiana's Attorney General. This is one of the victims speaks, and activists prepare to demand justice. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for watching WTWO News at 11. I'm Mike Tang. The countdown to the Indiana State Fair is on, and opening day on August 3rd will be here before you know it. But there are some concerns about the upcoming fair that go beyond the rides and food. These concerns are centered around swine flu. Just last month, state health officials reported a Hoosier fairgoer had contracted swine flu at a county fair pig show. Now, with the opening rapidly approaching, fair organizers and health workers are taking extra precautions. They want to ensure a fun and safe experience for fairgoers. Tim McNicholas explains how in tonight's top story.
Cleanliness. It's not the first word that comes to mind in the Bartholomew County Fair's swine barn.
It creates a good hard work ethic in them.
But Stacy Schieffer and her kids know cleanliness, it's nothing to snort at. The Schieffers are a 4-H family showing pigs this weekend.
We wash our hands, of course, and use our common sense, but we have never had an issue or a problem, and we'll continue to do that.
You'll find signs at the barn this year asking people to wash their hands, avoid eating in the barn, and to stay away if they're sick. Fair organizers are setting up hand washing stations throughout the barn. Fair Board President Mark Case says a vet will check in the animals.
We've done a pretty good job, and knock on wood, we haven't had it here before, so it can happen.
State health workers are asking exhibitors to watch pigs for signs of illness. Swine flu is an influenza virus that can be transferred from pigs to people. Symptoms in humans include fever, headaches, a sore throat, and vomiting.
I've heard about it before, but it doesn't worry me or seem to bother me too much.
The Indiana State Fair is set to kick off August 3rd. Fair organizers are asking people to wash their hands after visiting a barn, even if they don't touch animals. They're also asking people to keep pacifiers, sippy cups, toys, and blankets out of the barns.
Yeah, you know, being around the animals all the time, most of that's just common sense. We are here having a good time and working hard and just doing what we love.
State health workers say the person who caught swine flu is recovering. It's the first case of swine flu in Indiana since 2013. While the Indiana State Fair is over a month away, the Vigo County Fair is just hours away. But before the fun begins, there are a lot of important checks and inspections to complete. This afternoon, inspectors with the State Health Department visited the fairgrounds. They checked that food vendors were following the proper procedures. That includes cleanliness, food storage, and temperatures.
We're pretty picky on how we serve, and we always try to wear gloves and make sure the food is what I would serve, I would eat.
Occasionally, the health department will do random checks to make sure the food stands are continuing to practice proper food safety measures. Folks heading out to the fair tomorrow will see a very familiar face walking around. Indiana Democratic Senator Joe Donnelly announced that he will be stopping by the Vigo County Fair. He will also make stops in Boonville and Evansville. Senator Donnelly says he's very pleased to meet and talk with folks in the community and maybe have some fun at the fair. In our continuing coverage of an investigation we've been following, law enforcement have made an arrest in connection with an arson investigation that happened last week. Today, police arrested 46-year-old Jason Morales of Terre Haute. Officials believe Morales is the suspect who started an overnight fire at the Vigo County Community Correction Center. This surveillance video shows the person authorities believe is Morales spraying an accelerant in the building before starting the fire. More than 50 detainees and workers were inside the facility, but they made it out safely. Morales is facing charges of arson and burglary of a dwelling. He remains in the Vigo County Jail on $100,000 bond. A motorcycle accident in Clark County, Illinois, resulted in the rider being airlifted to a hospital. It happened earlier this evening at Mount Moriah Road, just south of US 40 in Marshall. Officials with the Clark County Sheriff's Department say the rider struck a deer while traveling on the road. First responders called in a Lifeline helicopter from the Arch Air Medical Service Base in Effingham. The name of the victim or details about their condition have not been released. The tension around sexual allegations against Indiana Attorney General Curtis Hill continues to grow. More disturbing details about the accusations are coming to light. Today, one of the women accusing the Attorney General came forward to tell her story in a letter to the Northwest Indiana Times. She says back in March, she was groped by Hill during an end-of-session party. Hill called the allegations, quote, vicious and false, and he says he's not resigning. Our sister station spoke to a reverend who supports Hill as a person.
If the women were sexually harassed by Attorney General Curtis Hill, then we need to get that right. But we need to see all of the facts. And certainly if that was the case, then I stand with them and all to condemn that. But if that's not the case, then I stand with Attorney General Curtis Hill when he says I'm not going to step down because I didn't do this.
The allegations are being investigated by the Indiana Inspector General's office. However, Hill is demanding an independent investigation by the Marion County Prosecutor's Office. Meanwhile, activists in Indianapolis are planning to rally on Saturday at the State House in support of the women. Tomorrow, protesters will stand outside the Indiana State House to protest the sexual assault of the 4 victims. They will also call for Attorney General Hill to resign. The gathering is part of the March to Support Victims of Curtis Hill movement. Organizers have gained quite a following on their Facebook page. At last check, nearly 40,000 people, nearly 40 people will be in attendance at tomorrow's protest. But organizers say in order to get their message across, they will need more voices.
You can't get away with it that women are speaking out now, and that, you know, just because you have a position of power, you can't use that against people.
The rally is scheduled to take place tomorrow at 2 p.m. Organizers say all are welcome to join their cause in the fight for justice. We'll be right back.
You're watching WTWO News at 11 with Mike Tech, Chief Meteorologist Jesse Walker, and Sports Director Grant Pugh.
Stay up to date on local news that matters. Everything you want is just a click away with MyWapashValley.com.
The July 4th sale has been extended. There's still time to get your choice of a free 50-inch LED TV or a $300 Furniture Row gift certificate with any purchase of $19.99 or more. And get a free adjustable base upgrade when you purchase select Tempur-Pedic mattress sets. Or how about Eurotop Comfort at the ridiculously low price of just $299.99. Don't miss out on these great offers at Denver Mattress, your Tempur-Pedic elite retailer inside Furniture Row. Ooh, this is comfy.
The time to save is now. Your local Ford store's Great American Sales event has been extended. You have until July 9th to get a great deal on the complete lineup of Ford vehicles. For a limited time, get 0% financing for 72 months plus make no payments for 90 days. That's 0% financing for 72 months plus make no payments for 90 days on Ford C-Max, Focus, Fusion, Escape, Edge, and Flex. But these deals definitely end July 9th. Hurry to the Great American Sales event at your local Ford store now.
It's summertime. It's your time. It's the No Commitment Sale. Now through Thursday, July 12th for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, you can have a judgment-free summer. Who wouldn't want a clean, friendly place to work out? For $1 down and $10 a month, no commitment, you can do your thing all summer long. Come in today for the No Commitment Sale. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com.
Join for $1 down and $10 a month with no commitment now through July 12th.
WTWO is brought to you by Honest Abe Roofing. Call by the end of the month and get your new roof for $149 a month. WTWO News at 11 continues.
Welcome back, everyone. Residents in Terre Haute are no stranger to road construction, and one of Terre Haute's main feeder streets into downtown remains partially shut down. That's because construction on a section of South 7th Street is now 72 days behind schedule. Crews working on South 7th Street have been slowed because of steel gas pipes buried under tons of pavement. Crews are currently still in phase 1 of the project, which they expect to wrap up in 30 days. Next, they will start on phase 2, which stretches from Voorhees to Wheeler. That phase is also expected to last 30 days. Officials say the estimated completion of the project is within 60 days. 7th Street still has a long ways to go, but construction is wrapping up at Griffin Bike Park, where they've added new obstacles that are very unique. A progressive drop zone is a new addition to the park. Students from Rose-Hulman helped construct the feature. The drops range from 1 to 3 feet in height, with each one becoming more difficult. There they go. The manager of the park hopes the community will take advantage of the fun and unique attraction.
The only places that really have these are out on the West Coast. Duthie Bike Park out in Washington has one, but they're all real close together, so you'll have the 1-footer, the 2-footer, and the 3-footer all packed together. We spread ours out with some berms, and we made it almost a course.
What a fantastic facility. Go out there and check that out. Park officials also hope to add an 8-foot wall ride to enhance the drop zones. That should be fun. Friday night is fun, and it's the perfect time for a movie night at the theaters. But what about under the stars? Well, that was certainly the case in Sullivan County tonight. That's where the Sullivan County Community Foundation and the Heart of Sullivan hosted their Friday Family Night movie. The showing was held on the outside of the Civic Center. Tonight's feature was Steven Spielberg's E.T. Organizers say the event has the drive-in atmosphere, except instead of cars, folks bring blankets and lawn chairs, or they just sit on the grass. This was the second of 3 movie nights by the organizations. The next one will be held on Friday, August 3rd, and the featured film is Jesse's favorite film, Trolls.
How did you know that?
I didn't. I made it up.
Hey, but you know what? I saw somebody was actually under a blanket.
Under it? Well, you know why?
Because it's getting cooler.
Because you predicted it would be cooler.
Great night out there tonight. It's refreshing. There's no doubt.
Go out. Check it out.
Check it out. Take a look off to the northwest right now. With our great proposed building cam, we have got a really nice start to the weekend. We'll talk about how long it will last, though, when we come back.
Hi, I'm Trish, and this is Bella at Robinson Sew & Back. We know that summertime is a time for friends and family, and when you walk through our door, we want you to know that we're both. You don't have to buy an expensive machine. They start out at $129, and you get free unlimited lessons. Isn't that right, Bella?
Yes, that's right.
Thanks, girls. Remember, we're a multi-line dealer, and we're at East Main Street in Robinson, Illinois. Robinson Sew & Back.
The Stock Market Report on WTWO is brought to you by First Farmers Bank and Trust.
Hey guys, when you think of safety, think of Boot City in Terre Haute, Indiana. Boot City offers safety vests, jackets, and tees that'll meet your safety requirements. And if the boss says wear FR, then come to Boot City for a great selection of fire-resistant shirts, jean jackets, and coveralls. And don't forget about the safety boots. Boot City has steel toe, composite toe, electrical hazard, lineman, and mining boots. You're gonna love this place, just 8 miles south of I-70 in Terre Haute, Indiana.
I'm Todd Hine with LaborLink. Here's a list of some of the jobs we are hiring for right now. To apply now, call us at 812-235-6500 or go to our website at golaborlink.com.
What a storm. If only we had a heavy-duty tape that was crystal clear and even held up underwater.
Crystal clear Gorilla Tape?
Of course.
Crystal Clear Fix, patch, and seal, even underwater, for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
Pamper your feet with this at-home pedicure.
I don't have time for that. My feet get so dry and cracked, I need serious relief. That's why I use O'Keeffe's for Healthy Feet. Guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked feet. Thanks to O'Keeffe's, I got my feet back.
Good evening, Indiana. Welcome to tonight's Hoosier Lottery Daily 3 and Daily 4 drawings. I'm Shazay Smith. Play the Wizard of Oz scratch-off from the Hoosier Lottery. You could win up to $20,000. Now, good luck, and let's play Daily 3. Tonight's first number is 7, followed by 9. Our third number tonight is 3. Your winning numbers tonight are 793. Now, let's play Daily 4. Tonight's first number is 2, followed by 3. Our third winning number tonight is 1. And finally, 4. Those winning numbers, 2, 3, 1, 4. Super Bowl 2. Good luck, Indiana.
Your Weather Authority brought to you by Dorset Ford. Drive it home with Dorset Ford, Marshall, Illinois. Now, your local weather authority with Chief Meteorologist Jesse Walker.
Welcome back, everybody. I want to give you a little update in the tropics. We've got two things going on in the tropical Atlantic. One is up here close to home. We'll talk about that one in a little bit. The other one is way down here, but it's the stronger of the two. You can kind of see this. It's very compact, but it is a fairly strong little system, and it is headed over towards the islands right now. This, by the way, is our first hurricane of the season. It's Hurricane Beryl. Winds are up around 80 miles per hour. It's Category 1. We think it'll stay as basically a Category 1 through the islands, and as we get into about the middle of next week, late Tuesday, Wednesday, south of Cuba. Notice the track on this. We'll have to watch. Sometimes these get into the Gulf of Mexico and eventually could impact our weather. We'll see. But by Tuesday or Wednesday, we expect it to be somewhere between just south of the Cuba area, Jamaica. They're just south of the Cuba area, probably going to be the most likely place we're going to find that. This is our other system, which is developing. You can see a little circulation. It's not well defined. It's actually what we call a tropical depression, but it's going to become tropical storm and eventually Hurricane Chris. Its name will be Chris, and it just kind of lingers. Look at this, just lingers around and eventually will kick off. So anybody has any plans, say late in the weekend or early next week, to be, say, near North Carolina, it's going to be a little rough surf down there, riptides. We think it's going to stay offshore, but you know, the ocean will be a little bit rough down there for a couple, 3 days as it kind of hangs out near North Carolina. I wanted to show you this heat index forecast. Remember when we've been showing you this, we've seen these values in the triple digits. Look at this. Tomorrow at noon, sunshine, it will feel like 75. Look at this, 6p, it'll feel like 82, not 102, not 112, 82. Much, much better weather has moved in. We hit 83 for the high. We have now dropped to 70. That's where we are now, so it's already cooler now than it was all of last night. No rain. We haven't gotten any rain so far this month here at the TV station. We could use some. I don't see much in the forecast. Sunrise, sunset tomorrow, 14 hours, 50 minutes a daylight. River Stage and Terre. It's actually rising because we did get some rain yesterday up north, and that's kind of coming downstream now. At the airport in Terre Haute, look at this, down to 66. Winds are north at 7, a refreshing air mass. Look at these temperatures. 61 Crawfordsville, 62 in Danville, still 71 in Vincennes, but much, much better. Here's the dry air. Look at it sinking south. That's the dark shading that you're looking at. That will continue to move south with time, and we're going to continue to see some nice weather as we head through the weekend. Look at this. Nothing showing up on the satellite and radar. Everything is all clear out there. High pressure to the north is going to swing across the area. That will continue to give us nice weather all the way through the weekend. Now, by Sunday night, a few clouds may start to drift in, but we should be dry right through the weekend. This is the other thing to look at. When we reached the peak of that heat wave, we had dew points around 80 or 81, which is crazy. The lower the dew point, the better it feels. Watch by tomorrow morning, around 50 to 52. Then as we get into Sunday morning, once again in the 50 to 55 range. And even during the day on Sunday, the dew points only climb back into the upper 60s. You're going to start to feel a little bit more moisture in the air, but overall, real good weekend. Here's Monday and Tuesday. A little system to the north might kick out a shower storm Monday, early Tuesday. It doesn't look like a whole lot out of that. It does heat up some next Wednesday, Thursday into Friday, but we're not talking excessive, and it does not look to be quite as humid later next week as it was in this past weekend when we had all the heat, and even earlier this week. So going to warm up, but I don't think it's going to be too excessive next week. 54 tonight. Look at this. Clear skies and northeast breeze tomorrow. Beautiful weather. Sunshine, low humidity, and northeast wind, a high only around 82 degrees. And then after that, it's going to be a little warmer on Sunday, but not bad. And then maybe a few scattered showers or storms early next week. Even when it does warm up next week, though, we're still only talking low 90s and not quite as humid as what we just went through. That's your forecast. I will head over to Grant.
Thank you, Jesse. A big crowd of over 1,000 at Bob Warren Field tonight under perfect weather conditions, where the Terre Haute Rex look to pick up another game on the Danville Dans in the West Division. We'll take you there next.
MyWabashValley.com is the official home of the Hoosier Lottery. Get the results of the Powerball and the Mega Millions at the click of your mouse. Find out if you've won it big on the Valley's web portal, MyWabashValley.com.
Ready, set, screen. A colonoscopy gives you a head start, and it could be a life-saving move. At Good Samaritan, you can count on the compassionate experts in our endoscopy department to help detect abnormalities at their most treatable stage and make you feel as comfortable as possible. Stop cancer. Go for your colonoscopy at Good Samaritan.
Don't miss the summer kickoff sales event right now at the Sullivan Automotive Group. Get 0% financing for 75 months plus huge discounts. And no one gives you more for your trade. Save over 23% off on a new Jeep Patriot. Save over 30% off a new Dodge Grand Caravan. Or save 26% off a new Jeep Renegade. Sullivan is your home for pre-owned value since 2006. The summer kickoff sales event on US 41 North and at shopsullivanauto.com.
Get great deals going on now during Menards Priced Right sale. Energizer batteries provide long-lasting power. A 20-pack of double or triple A's, an 8-pack of C's or D's, or a 4-pack of 9-volt batteries are $7.99 each after rebate. Electric water heaters from Stiebel Eltron provides hot water on demand. This whole house electric tankless water heater is only $639 during Menards Priced Right sale.
Save big money at Menards.
It's growing season in the Wabash Valley. Decisions have been made, and a game plan has been set into motion. Now, it's in Mother Nature's hands. Here's to a successful growing season, helping secure your family tradition. Little John Grain.
Get the clearest views of the Wabash Valley with the Skywatch Network on WTWO. Plus, you can view the cameras online anytime at mywabashvalley.com. Brought to you locally by Graber Post Buildings. Now, WTWO Sports with Sports Director Grant Pugh.
Good evening. Happy Friday night. Terre Haute Rex have the best record in the Prospect League, 20-10 and a 4-game lead over the Danville Dans in the West, looking to add to that cushion at the friendly confines tonight. Let's take you to Bob Warren Field. Adam Polanski gets the start, and he was zoned in from the get-go. Gets the strikeout here to end the 7th inning. He goes 8 innings with 5 strikeouts, only 2 earned runs. Then the offense would help him out. Jared O'Leary starts things off with a single. He would move over to third after a Nelson Nunez double. Offense would keep going. Jordan Schaefer, we've heard from him plenty this week. Sacrifice fly to center. That's deep enough for O'Leary to trot home, and the Rex would tie the game at 1 after trailing 1-0 later. In the second, Drew Ashley with a runner. He's been hot lately as well on third. He lifts that one to right. It's good enough to do the job an RBI. Just like that, the Rex have the lead 2-1. Now to the 8th, Rex are up 3-1, but Danville's Cabe Cato puts a charge into this one. That cuts the lead to 1 run. That's a solo shot. It's 3-2. But to the 9th, Adam Wanning in to close the game for Polanski. And how about inducing the ground out to end it? And your Terre Haute Rex get the win 3-2. They improved to 21-10 on the season. Here's Polanski on his big start for the Rex tonight.
I was just trying to fill up the strike zone, let the defense work, and just do whatever it took to win this game. Defense, they got my back, and I do my best to have their back.
I thought our defense played well behind Adam Polanski. He threw a lot of strikes, which he's done for us all year. So I was pleased with defense and Adam's start, and then we also, put together some good ABs and scored enough runs to win tonight.
Hard to believe it's been a month since the high school baseball season ended, but a trio of Valley Stars being honored by the state today. Some big-time recognition. Let's start with Class 2A, where Linton's Kip Fugers has been named first-team All-State at third base, as voted on by the Indiana Baseball High School Coaches Association. Moving up to Class 3A at Sullivan, Sam Steimel has been named first-team All-State at shortstop. He was key for the Arrows in Class 4A. Last but not least, right Northview's Braden Tucker, an All-State pitcher. All 3 of these being honored across the state for their fantastic seasons on the field. Valley had 5 players named to honorable mention list as well. Just shows how impressive, how good high school baseball is right here in the Wabash Valley. How about a former high school baseball player now? Actually, Indiana's Mr. Baseball in 2011. A.J. Reed back in the news earlier in the week for being sent back down to AAA from the Houston Astros. Reed has been raking, though. He's going to be rewarded for raking in AAA on Monday. Terre Haute's own Reed will compete in the AAA Home Run Derby Monday night. Reed is one of 6 All-Stars who will swing away at the end of the AAA skills competition happening in Huntington Park in Columbus, Ohio, home of the Columbus Clippers. Reed homered again the other night. He has 19 bombs for Fresno on the season as the reigning PCL home run champ in 2017. AAA All-Star game after the Derby will take place on Tuesday next week. I should say Wednesday, July 11th. Major League Baseball, 2 of the hottest teams in the National League squaring off at Wrigley this afternoon. The Cubs have won 6 in a row. The Reds, though, have won 16 of their last 21. To Wrigley we go Top of the fourth, no score, and it's the Reds striking first. Bases loaded for Cincy. Adam Duvall with an RBI single up the middle off Mike Montgomery, and the Reds grabbed an early lead, 1-0. Top of the fifth, it's 2-0 Reds. Scooter Gannett, yeah, he's an all-star for a reason. Sac fly to right, scoring Billy Hamilton. Throw doesn't matter. It's 3-0 Reds. To the sixth, it's 3-1 Reds. Looking for more. This one lined to right, but Jason Hayward makes a Jason Hayward play. Gold glove catch out there in right field with the ice cream scoop. Even a clap from Peraza after the hit. Hayward would come up in the bottom of the ninth with a tying run at second, but in the end, it's the Reds getting the win in Game 1, 3-2. Your final. That's a wrap for sports tonight. We are back with more news, maybe a little Ant-Man after a quick timeout.
Hi, I'm Craig the Car Guy Curry. I started selling cars in 1992. My favorite thing about selling cars is when someone comes to me with a need and I can sit down and discuss it, figure out what's the best opportunity for them, and then we can go out and find that perfect car, and as I say, we're putting dreams in driveways. I'm Craig the Car Guy Curry with Silverthorne Auto Group, and I look forward to working for you. Stop by so we can put a dream in your driveway today.
The July 4th sale at Furniture Row has been extended. Every dining table, every bed and bunk bed, and all sofas are on sale. Plus, up to 4 years no interest. Don't miss your chance to save at Furniture Row.
The Bolin Hydro Excavator has a rear-mounted boom, which allows you to get within 27 foot of your project.
Bolin's trucking division offers a large range of trucking services specializing in liquid vacs, industrial vacs, and this Bolin Hydro Excavator. It will expose cable television, fiber optic lines, pipelines, and so much more. With 24-hour emergency service, Bolin's Hydro Excavator can even arrive at night. Bolin technicians arrive licensed and certified to complete any job.
I'm Jim Bolin. This is Tim Donahue.
Call us for all your trucking needs.
The July 4th sale at Furniture Row has been extended. Every dining table, every bed and bunk bed, and all sofas are on sale. Plus, up to 4 years no interest. Don't miss your chance to save at Furniture Row.
Sports on WTWO is brought to you by Silverthorne Auto Group. WTWO News at 11 continues.
Welcome back, everyone. Tonight we take a look at our WTWO community calendar to get you up to date on upcoming events and festivities. And the #1 event on our list is the 89th annual Vigo County Fair. Yes, the fair officially kicks off tomorrow at the Vigo County Fairgrounds. This is footage from last year's fair, but you can expect the same amount of fun this weekend. There will be rides, games, animal exhibits, and of course, fair food. The Vigo County Fair will start tomorrow and runs all the way through the 14th. We hope you get a chance to head out and enjoy all the fun. Do you want another idea for this weekend? Well, maybe head down to the theater and catch a movie. The latest Marvel movie hits the big screen this weekend. It's generating a lot of hype, and Marvel Studios is looking at yet another major hit. Raphael Seth has that and more in your weekend box office preview.
I wish I could fight bad guys like you.
I seem to mess it up almost every time.
Paul Rudd discovers that sometimes you're the bug, sometimes you're the windshield in Ant-Man and the Wasp. The Tiny Avenger teams up with Evangeline Lilly, sporting her own super suit, but inventor Michael Douglas has been working on new tech that enables people to pass through walls, a concept that is stolen and used for evil. Ant-Man and the Wasp is rated PG-13.
People are now calling this controversial experiment of legalized crime The Purge.
Return to simpler times in The First Purge. This prequel to the franchise goes back to the invention of the legal crime time. It's designed as a sociological experiment to control the murder rate, but the violence spins out of control, resulting in a nationwide bloodbath. The First Purge is rated R.
Use your white voice. My white voice.
Hey, Mr. Kramer. As always, we'll be getting that out to you.
Lakeith Stanfield tries to do the white thing in Sorry to Bother You. The Get Out cast member plays a telemarketer in this gonzo comedy, and his new vocal stylings turn his low-rent life into a champagne nightmare of success. Sorry to Bother You is rated R.
A voice, I was totally knocked out.
Fans describe the greatest love of all in Whitney. This documentary explores the life and career of Whitney Houston, one of the greatest singers of a generation before her untimely death in 2012. That's the box office preview. Raphael Seth, NBC News.
If the theater isn't your scene, maybe you're in the mood for a show of lights. Well, you're in luck because there are more fireworks shows happening across the valley this weekend. This Saturday, there are 3 fireworks shows taking place in the Wabash Valley. One will be held at the Raccoon Lake State Recreation Center. The show starts at 10 p.m. and large crowds are expected, so you may want to arrive early. Then there's a fireworks show being put on by the Shakamak Area Chamber of Commerce in Jasonville. It will take place at Hannah Field and start at dusk, weather permitting. If it rains, the show will be pushed back to Sunday, July 8th. And finally, Paris, Illinois will host their show at Twin Lakes Park. This event will have a live band, food, games, and of course, fireworks at dusk. Just a reminder, for more information on events going on in your community, or if you have an event you'd like to promote, just go to our community calendar page on our website, mywabashvalley.com.
Friendly faces everywhere. Grab your family and get down there. Family fun for everyone at the Vigo County Fair. The Vigo County Fair.
Hi, I'm Tom Blackburn, the man with the bike. Every year, I see too many fellow riders injured because someone turns left or pulls out into an intersection in front of them. Accidents that are avoidable if someone had just looked carefully before pulling out. I always say, look once for a car and twice for a motorcycle. That extra second can save a life. Please look twice.
Experienced, aggressive, and tough. Call Blackburn and Green, attorneys for injured people, committed to be the best.
I'm Todd Hine with LaborLink. Here's a list of some of the jobs we are hiring for right now. To apply now, call us at 812-235-6500 or go to our website at golaborlink.com.
Jesse, you should really read this thing here,
What
but
is
I'll
it?
read it anyway.
Okay,
Wildfires aren't the only weather concern in California. Several southern parts of the state were feeling the heat today, with temperatures hitting 95 degrees by 11 a.m. Too bad for them, and eventually reaching as high as 116.
Whoa.
Many folks spent the day inside with the AC, while others hit the beach for a dip in the ocean. But the heat wave is not over, folks. No, forecasters are predicting even more triple-digit temperatures this Saturday and a cool down, probably down to 100 or 95 by Sunday.
Yeah. The cool down for us, though, happening right now. It's down to 70. It was beautiful out there. Tomorrow, 82. Heat index only hits the mid-80s. 88. A little bit more humid on Sunday. Both of those look good. A few storms on Monday. But notice next week, not excessively hot.
Looks good. We made it through the 4th. It was hot, but it was great. Grand Marshal. Well, nothing but history.
That's right.
Have a good weekend, everyone. Be safe out there. Enjoy the weather. Good night.